the Royals franchise. Last episode, really, um, we were almost 100 games in. Looks like 98 games in. Um, so basically took us all the way up to the All-Star break, close to the trade deadline. Little games, few games after the All-Star break, few games before the trade deadline. Just to, I guess, to go over things in case people forgot or they missed something, whatever. Um, really opening up the year, deciding that it was probably going to be more of a rebuilding project than anything else. Went out, signed a bunch of, to be honest, relief pitchers. Um, Zich signed, Jose Torres I signed, Jake McGee I traded for, Brian Flynn is the only one besides Maurer, our closer, in the bullpen who basically was on the roster before I did anything to it. So right when I loaded up the Royals to play with them. Aaron Blair has been kind of a nice addition. He hasn't pitched spectacular, but he's definitely gotten the job done down there in the 5 spot, especially for a club like the Royals. Jesse Hahn is going to make his season debut this next game here. Hopefully he can be, a pretty good addition. Pretty decent ratings. Statistics-wise in his career, he's pitched about a season and a half, and I mean, with a 3.6 for fielding and independent pitching, I mean, that's pretty decent. So I mean, 286 career innings, 18 and 20, 4.19 for an ERA and a 134 WHIP. It's definitely, it isn't, Kershaw-esque or Kershaw level, but it definitely gets the job done. Nate Carnes, he's gonna slide up to the 3 spot. Hasn't pitched all too well. His numbers, will probably keep on dropping as the season, winds down here, especially with close to a 5 for a fielding and independent pitching. Jake Junis, he had a kind of a rough outing. We played with him the last time, but on the season he's pitched pretty well with a 3 flat for fielding and independent pitching. So hopefully, those numbers, I could see him finishing up with, maybe around like a like 3.25, like a 3.10 for an ERA. Hopefully, I mean, if all goes well, and he kind of stays course. Danny Duffy has been spectacular for us as our ace, 10-2, with a 2.54 and a 1.10 for a WHIP, over 135 innings basically. Really not striking a ton of people out, with 106. But it's basically been a quality start, as you see there, 14 quality starts in his 20 games or 28 starts. So he's pitched very well for us. Probably going to be his best season on his career, as you see it just shaping up with 3.4 as a WAR in 2016. He's already at 3.2, and he's probably still got a lot more innings ahead of him. Other than that, fielding and independent pitching, 3.14, so that's pretty good. Maurer, as our closer, has pitched pretty well that road. Already set his career high in saves in his first, or actually his second year with the Royals. Last year he kind of had a half year with them. 3 blown saves. In terms of our lineup, Whit Merrifield, really thought he was kind of going to be our 2-3 hitter possibly. He hasn't been super disappointing, but I definitely want to see a little bit more production out of him with the 734. I know he's not really that much of a power guy, but he has good on base, getting on base at 33% of the time, but that slugging percentage is a little lower than I'd like to see, but doesn't really strike out a lot either. Brian Goodwood, just brought him up probably close to probably a couple weeks ago. He has played very well with a 420 average and a 111 OPS. Career-wise, I mean, if you look down there at his career line, 858 OPS, slugging the ball at over a 51%, with a 280 average, 16 career home runs, and I mean that's only in 343 at bats. So I mean that's probably a little bit over half a season worth of at bats. You know, that's that line. That line is pretty good down there. In terms of WAR, he's already at a 2.6. So I mean, I think he's kind of a little bit of a hidden gem. I threw him in there on our top prospect list. I really wouldn't call him a prospect, to be honest with you. He's 27 years old, but he really, he's controlled for a long time for the next 5 years, and I just think he's someone who could probably, if he keeps playing the way he's playing, be a pretty big piece for us. Jorge Soler. Start with him since the beginning of the year. He's kind of come around. He started off slow to start off the year, but I mean, anytime you got a 400 on base percentage, that you're doing a pretty good job there. Jake Lamb, Mike Moustakas, we actually traded. I forgot to mention it. When I started out the year, I listed off all the top prospects. 3 of them are now gone. Brian Goodwin remains. Raul Mendazi remains. We just called him up. Nick Prado, Jackson Coar, Scully Matias, and Bubba Starling are basically our top prospects. We did have a very good draft this year, though, so that list is definitely going to go up with some younger guys with some higher potentials. In terms of our upcoming free agents, Mike Moustakas, Jason Hamill, and Alcides Escobar are all gone via trades. That definitely opens up a little bit more, financial flexibility for us, as well as just, getting something back for him if I didn't want to re-sign him, which I honestly didn't know if I did. But anyway, so we traded Mike Moustakas to the Rockies, basically for Brendan Rodgers. It wasn't straight up. There's a couple other people in there. But right after that, I decided to make a move for Jake Lamb. Kind of just bring a little bit of, a slugger back, to be honest. And the first game we played with him, just last night, he went yards. So I definitely think he's going to be a good addition. We basically got him for the next 3 years as well under team control. Jorge Bonifacio came up late in the year, or later in the year, and I mean, he's over 800 OPS, 7 bombs, 35% on base percentage. That's pretty good. That's pretty good to see. Abraham Almonte, we also picked him up via free agency before the year started. Spent a lot of time with Cleveland in his career, but he's definitely kind of taken off here with the Royals. As you see, his OPS is, 804. Really the biggest thing is, I think, just like with the team, I've noticed in these guys' numbers, just the on base and slugging percentages are, obviously the OPS. Just a lot of guys have very good on OPS numbers. Salvador Perez actually went down earlier in the year, and he was out for quite a bit. So I made a move to get Tony Walters. I think he's definitely going to be like the backup catcher almost full time. I don't know why they had him at shortstop right there. Looks like Velika just got hurt. We also picked Velika up in the Tony Walters trade. So obviously Lucas Duda, now with Moustakas, he had close to 30 home runs being traded. Lucas Duda is the home run leader on the Royals, hitting in the 8-hole with 18 bombs. I think he's just kind of, it really lengthens the lineup. And it's just, I don't know, it's kind of worked out for us. So, I mean, that's kind of basically where everything stands. There's no other ridiculous moves I've made. Alex Gordon possibly might go. He is having a very good year, a big bounce back year from those 2 down years that he just recently had. So that is very nice to see. He isn't making a ton of money. It's only 3.5. And defensively, he is just beyond solid. So it is kind of very difficult to just see him go or, trade him. But, I've really got to think about, what I want to do right there, because that's kind of a tough situation. In terms of our minor leagues or leaguers, there's really, like I said, I didn't have anyone who was in the top 100. Actually, I did. Brady Zinger, and I traded him right away in the Walters deal, I'm pretty sure. But in terms of our minor leaguers, really no one is having an outstanding year. There you see Brendan Rodgers, who we picked up with the Rockies for um, Moustakas. Um, but yeah, I mean, no one is really that I've seen is really just having an absolute outstanding year. Couple of the pitchers down in AAA were pitching very well, especially Jesse Hahn. Um, but they got brought up right away. So we also just did pick up Michael Yona about a week or two ago via free agency. But there's nothing really that has happened. That's been a major thing. Um, really, I guess the biggest thing, like I said, we kind of were in a rebuilding, sort of mode. But once I got to the trade deadline, it was just kind of weird because I didn't. We were honestly playing a lot better than I thought we would be playing. So I kind of decided to try and make some moves, try and get us better, but you know, keeping us like on path, to get better in the future as well. And I really think we did that, especially with Brendan Rodgers. I think he's going to shore up that shortstop spot, or just our infield in general. Um, with Mondesi, I don't think he's going to be, an absolute stud. I think he'll be pretty valuable. I think he's, I wouldn't call him a diamond in the rough, but I think he's going to be good for us in our small market. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I knew I wanted to ship out Escobar. I gave Torres some time here. He is very good defensively in terms of his ratings, but offensively really wasn't that strong. He's already 25 years old. I just didn't really like what I was seeing from him. I mean, as a 56 or 560 for OPS. Um, so I definitely wanted to make a move there, try and get someone young, someone good. And Moustakas was having a great, great year, so it really bumped up his value, which kind of, really helped us out. Um, but yeah, I mean, I really wanted, to be honest with you, to try and snag just a couple guys, um, off this list, at least in the top 15. Um, I'm okay with, um, whatever the hell his name is, Rogers. But I kind of do want more, and I just don't know. I would like to see, it's just hard. I mean, we did have a very good draft. I mean, we got one, two, three, four, um, five maybe with that guy. So I mean, we got five guys who are probably going to be pretty good for us, especially Jackie Winston at a 71 overall already as a 21-year-old. He might be coming up pretty quick, as well as Tommy Bush. I'm gonna give Billy Aylis some time, just kind of see what happens. I mean, he has very good numbers already. He could possibly regress, progress. Just see what happens. Um, and obviously with Joaquin Barrios and Darren Lewis, same things there. They're gonna be a little bit more of a project though. But anyway, enough talking. Let's get into it. Do some more simming. Um, but yeah, I've pretty much, there isn't much to complain about. Right now in the standings, we're a game and a half back as, the 20th overall team. So, I think we're probably gonna, take a little fall here, especially with our biggest player offensively, Moustakas, leaving us. But, you know, I think, well, we're better off for it in the future, I guess. That's what I'm gonna say about that. So it looks like AAA there's too many guys. Chester. Alright, Ramon. Okay, I'm happy. um, but yeah, I don't know. I really want to make a move, another move, but I don't want to just make a move because I'm like, wow, I need to really make a move here. Um, one of the things too, I wish, the show would do is they give you notifications on this waiver wire. I mean, it's kind of my fault for not going in there and checking it, but that would just be nice. But anyway. But I guess in terms of Brendan Rodgers, I might bring him up by the end of the year. He's 72, so he'd really, besides maybe Torres, I want to give him some more time to make sure he's the best shortstop on our team before I start playing him. I don't want to rush him. Um, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Could play in New York, but I don't know if I want to do that. See Jesse Hahn as a, and we lose Tony Walters. Um, and, no, Cam Gallagher, he's got some big league experience. All right, we'll give him a shot. Go from to single A all the way up to the big leagues. That's confidence. I just don't know. I mean, I don't. Let's go check in on Willie Calhoun. I've always been interested in this guy and tried to pick him up, but it never seems to work out. Well, they already got rid of him. Oh, there he is. So 330. Wow, they're actually playing him this year. Oh. Huh. No. Nope. Nope, sorry. Jerickson Profar. Maybe got some interest in him too. Filling in at some shortstop for us. Possibly. Ooh. I could live with giving up Herrera. Just because I'm basically replacing him through next year's draft. I don't know how I feel about that, though. And I really wish, too, you could do more than 3 people. It's so annoying. Let's see. Wow, he wants 3-5. Oh. I was gonna say, I'd give them McGee. Well, looks like they need... I'll tell you what. I'll give them Glenn Sparkman. For Jerickson Profar. I can get rid of Gordon. Even though I know I probably shouldn't do that. But just Almonte and Goodwin are just playing so well. And I think they'll just be better for our team in the future. I mean, both are pretty much controllable. Profar, I mean, he's young, he's controllable. I mean, he's the same age as Herrera, and he can basically play they're the same thing. They're just utility guys. So, I'm going to go ahead and make that move. I'm happy with it. So now he comes in and he's the best shortstop on our team. So Rogers probably has a little bit more time to wait. Um, and that throws us down center field. But who's playing center field for us? Almonte? Alright, perfect. Mondesi, he's playing a little bit better, but I'm going to go ahead and just throw Profar in there. Yeah, I'm pretty... Unless I can swap relievers with someone for Jake McGee. Rodon. Nope. Joe Smith. Nope. Jerry Familia. Nope. Adam Warren. Possibly. He's free agent to be though. Hellickson. He's having a very good year. 75. Hector Neris. Okay. I kind of like this. I mean, it's definitely a buy low position, too. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Jing. Alright, sweet there. I'm going to go ahead and just... I'm going to give him a little bit, see what happens. Worst comes to worst. You know, I'll bring Shea Simmons up. But I'm okay. I'm okay for the time being. Need a starter in AAA. Okay, good. And in... I guess we could use another infielder or someone in AA. Alright, I don't... There's nothing else I really need. I don't know. I guess I could shore up the rotation, but I'm two back right in the wild card, but I'm competing with the Yankees and the Indians. I mean, I'm pitching a lot better than them. That's really thanks to Duffy. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna just go for it. We got 87 people. So let's see if we can pick some people. Pick some people up here. Geyer maybe. There's a bunch of people on here. I'm just putting claims on everyone, see who I can get. Well, let's see. One. Well, I think that's it. Don't think I got anyone. Nope. Need a left fielder. Possibly another starting pitcher. Everyone is still hurt. Of course, another infielder goes down. We got no one. No one that can come in and play infield. Oh, fix the lineups down there. Tony Zitch, come around, man. We are really struggling. We've been struggling all year. Jesse Hahn has really kind of not been too great for us since coming up. I thought he'd be pretty good. He put up monster numbers down in AAA. Picked up Chris Tillman just to some depth, pitching wise. In case we need to make a change there before the year wraps up. To be honest, I mean where we are now. I mean, if I can just finish over 500, I would be pretty pleased with that. Um, Everyone's kind of cooling off now. Go ahead and give some at bats to Mondaisy. Um, but yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot to say or do. Six games back from the division leading Twins, surprisingly. Um, Out in front of the Indians, and 4 games out of the wild card. Um, I mean, yeah, I'm honestly still pretty surprised with where we're at. I think that's going to be it for Jesse Hahn, though. Just has not pitched well at all. I'm going to go ahead and give call up Campos. Just make sure he hasn't, well, he's pitching tonight. So I'll go ahead and give him the outing. There we go. Throw Hahn down. Call up Campos. Just give him a little bit, see how he does at the big league level. Possibly Tillman could be on his way up pretty soon here too. Just trying to get a look at guys. Not trying to overdo it, kill guys, but just want to get looks. So where are we at right now? I'm gonna finish up that to the 23rd, and that's gonna be my deadline for Neris. So if he's not under a 515, then I'm pulling the plug. And I want him to at least have 75 innings as well. Everyone is just hurt all the time, and it's so freaking annoying. Campos pitched pretty well. He's coming down. He met my criteria, but if he goes back up, he's gonna have hell to pay. Maurer has actually been very good for us. I'm honestly pretty surprised. Where's he even from? Is it Colorado? Oh, California. Aaron Blair is starting to struggle here too. 403 for fielding and independent pitching, so that's not terrible. Yeah, we get swept by the 49 and 79 Tampa Bay Rays. Let's go ahead and check out Neris. Coming around 507. I'm going to go ahead and just let him pitch it out here for us. I think once the rosters expand, I'll start working in some other guys. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty good there. Let's go ahead and check out Brennan Rodgers. Has not really played all that well since coming over. I might give him some time, though, just to the big leagues. Or maybe I won't. I might hold him over. Is he on the 40-man? Nope. Sweet. Nate Carnes is really struggling. I might let him set his career high in innings pitched and then pull the plug on him. 475 for fielding and independent pitching. I might mix, I don't know, Yona in there. Hahn. Tillman has pitched the ball pretty well down in Double-A down there. So we'll definitely have to see. But we will see, and we will find out. Yep. Keep simming. Nothing else to do. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is, well, they got the playoffs, don't they? Right. I'm gonna go ahead and throw up Tillman onto the AAA team. I'm gonna add him into the 40 man. I'm gonna let him play pitch down there in the playoffs. See how he does. The bullpen down there in AAA pitched very, very well, though. Very happy. I think, honestly, Willie Peralta, he was down in the 50s, was he not? At the start of the year? Thought he was. I could be wrong. Hector Neris, he might hit that 80 innings mark. Other than that, what AAA is still in it, aren't they? I'm gonna leave him. I'll call him up. I'll add him to the 40 man. Just see what happens with him. Other than that, I don't think there's anyone else who I want. So beautiful. There we go. And boom, AAA is eliminated. So they got Abraham Almonte out of the lineup right now. Bonifacio is in there. No, I want that. Blair is coming around. 358 for fielding and independent pitching. I'm gonna go ahead and throw Chris Tillman in there for what the hell is his name? Nate Carnes. Michael Yona might get a couple starts before the season is over. But we will see. One to 21. Jake Junis. Oh my God. Let's see how many runs he gave up. That is brutal. That is absolutely just, ooh. That's one of those starts where you're just like, get me the hell out of here. Yeah, so every single pitcher, Michael Yona gave up 4. Brian Flynn gave up 4. Hector Neris gave up 2. Jeez. Every pitcher. 3 unearned runs, however. But still, anytime you let the other team put up 21 runs, you're going to have a long next day. I don't know why he took out Tillman. Honestly, threw very well, the admit. In terms of the lineup, I keep taking Almonte out of it. Stop doing that. We're honestly in the thick of it, I'm pretty sure. I mean, 85 and 73. We're tied with the Indians at least. I mean, we're 10 games back on the 95 and 63 Twins. But we're right there in the wild card, battling out with the Indians. So we might have to play these games to wrap up the year. We got to make sure everything is good. Blair. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Yes, let's see. Campos takes game 1. We just got to win one more game, and we are in, baby. Oh, yeah. We're good. Oh. Oh. All right. We got to win that one with Junis. Who we got? We got Carrasco. So we got to play this last game of the year, and we got to win it, or else things aren't going to be good for us. I'm going to leave the left-hander in. But I'm going to move. I'm going to go right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, left. Jorge Soler, very good year. 901 for an OPS. I don't know why all these guys, their at-bats are so low, though. Bonifacio had a very good season. Danny Duffy, very good. Best season of his career by far. First time he's thrown over 200 innings. 2.7 for an ERA. 1.13 for a whip. 21 quality starts. 186 hits. 20 home runs given up, so that was a little bit too many, but he still pitched very well with a 4.5 for an overall WAR. He's got to be in Cy Young. Really? Chris Sale. He's got 265 strikeouts. Unbelievable. Danny Duffy had a very good season. So we got to win this one with Junis, and that will put us into the playoffs. I don't like those jerseys. Those are kind of cool. He's got to move his arm. I can't. Oh my god, I can't see what he's saying. Royals, Los Royals. I'll go with the gold. That was kind of nice. But yeah, we're gonna have to go with Junis. He ended the year on a 406. He'll probably end with right around 170 innings, going for his 10th win. Just not a lot of quality starts. Probably pretty quick, short starts. To be honest, that's probably where it comes from. 20 home runs, 74 earned runs, 2.8 for a WAR, 3.74 for fielding and independent pitching. But so it's not a terrible year for a young guy. And basically his second season, his first full season, but definitely expecting a lot more out of him. But other than that, we are good. We're good. Maurer, 37 saves, very nice year for him. No, I did not want to do that. So Jake Junis. Merrifield, 26 stolen bags. Monte, 17. Alright, let's do this. So you see our rankings. Our pitching has been very good besides strikeouts, as well as our hitting besides really speed at 12th. It's been pretty solid. But this is basically a playoff game. We got to win this game in order to eliminate Cleveland, I'm pretty sure, from wild card contention, and to put us as the second team in the wild card. So it's big game.
Jake Junis gets handed the ball for the fourth and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, in a day and
I think
age,
every
we
time
don't
I played,
see
I
very
pitched
many
with
complete games.
Junis.
6 really good innings in his last start to pick up the win, and I think they'll be happy if he can duplicate that again in this one.
These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon.
So I'll be happy
guys.
with like
They dropped
5-6
another one
innings
last time
from
out. In
Junis.
fact, they've won just twice in
And then
their
we'll go to
last
the
8
bullpen.
drives.
Hey,
With
thanks,
the bigger
Matty. This is a
bullpen.
big one here, D-Row. They've won 2 of the first
As long
3
as
of
he
the
doesn't,
series.
you
This
know,
swing game
get
here, if you'd like
hammered.
to win 3 out of 4, I know you're at this point, but boy, a split certainly would not be a good for this ball club right now.
Yeah, Dan, to win the first 2 games, all right, you can live with dropping the 3rd game of the set, but you don't want to end this 2-2. You work too hard early to not win this series.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Tyler Naquin goes down for the first out of the game. Just caught the inside corner with a sinker. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in an 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for route number 2. First pitch of the at-bat. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss. 2 out, nobody on. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Now the 1-1 pitch. It's in there for strike number 2. Up.
Yep.
And Lamb will put this one away, and that ends the inning.
Good start,
So
good
we're
start.
relatively
Taking on Carlos Carrasco here. 488, 12 and 11 for Carrasco. 182 and 2/3
Their
innings
ball club is
pitched.
gonna have to keep
Over
a close
200 hits
eye on this
allowed,
one.
168
This guy's
strikeouts.
nearing 200 innings on the season, and that's a lot of innings. A guy that takes the ball every 5 days. I'm sure they're going to watch to see if there are any signs of him tiring early in this one.
First delivery to him on the way. Favorable ball in there for a strike.
Like I was talking about, I've always pitched with Junis whenever I play with the Royals. I don't think I've ever faced Carrasco, ever, in this game.
Make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a
So the one game I gotta win, I'm facing a pitcher I've never faced.
The first 2 games of this series, win game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got to take care and beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then play 500 against a really good team. They have a chance to do that exactly today. Drop the first 2, but if they can win today, they split this series and move on.
Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin, who did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Beautiful.
Well, you look at his numbers, and there's no doubt he's faring much better against lefties, hitting better than 400 against them this season. And when you see swings like this, you can see why.
In is Jorge Soler. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. His average right at 295 here to start play. 23 homers and 78 RBI. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit.
Push across the run in the bottom of first on Soleri's single.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Jake Lamb is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. So next to the plate for the Royals, Jorge Bonifacio. And a great chance here for Kansas City to add on in just the first inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start out.
A ball and a strike now.
Oh, went down.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheel.
The 1-2. Liner toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. And the run will score from second and make this a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. He thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball cut.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
And it's fouled away. This is high, a ball and a strike.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Lifted in the air to center field. Margot's under it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0.
I don't think I was going to make that.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard up the middle. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired.
All right, all right. Put up a 3 spot the first inning.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
It's 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Lindor, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitching.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will...
All right. Abraham, I'm back with Almonte and Profar there, and I'm really just going to sim the rest of the game offensively unless we get more bind and I really need
One
to
of the
hit.
keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Chisenhall is there. 1 down.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians' defensive setup today. And let's take a look at Yan Gomes, catcher. Calls a really good game. Pitchers seem to love throwing to this guy. And don't get it twisted. He can run into a 3-run homer as well.
No balls and 1 strike. 1 delivery. Pulls this one
Oh,
high and deep
might have got
to
a
right
shot.
center field.
It's out.
And it's gone as they add still another.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
In now for Cleveland, Yonder Alonso. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already. Sliced hard, but foul to the left. The windup and the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
Oh my God, that is a strike.
Misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it
That's
misses, I'm not
awful.
quite sure.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you.
It was a strike,
You're
can't please
staring
Zach.
at a big zero in the hit column. Getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Here's the first pitch to him. This is foul right side. Even 1-1 count to Margot. Hit hard on the ground to first. Duda's up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Gomes, only one of a handful of pro ball players from Brazil. He was taken in the 10th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off.
Duda's got it. He will step on the bag himself, and digging in.
Get us a couple more. Guess not.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today. One away now, and here's the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Now the pitch. And no
That's a
swing.
strike.
Ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are 2 away now. Digging in to try it again, Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that's in there for strike 1. Indians still in search of their first hit of the ballgame. Pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. Hard ground ball to third. Lamb is up with it. Throw to first.
Little
Plenty of
spin
time, and the
I don't think
side
that
is
was necessary. Okay.
riding in once again.
Leading off the fourth for the Royals.
Ready for another chance. Edwin Encarnacion. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. 2. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage. That was a missed opportunity.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Striding in for the Indians, Francisco Lindor. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Merrifield picks it up, and that's the second out. Stepping into the box, Ronnie Chisenhall. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Swung on and missed. 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he
Got him.
struck him out.
Pink.
7th of the ball game, and that ends. Leading off the inning, Yonder Alonso, and they'll need him to get something going here.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
0-2 to Alonso.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there. But don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to him.
The 1-2. Grounded to short. Profar comes up with it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, man, it's
Oh, he broke up the no-no on that.
He's forcing
Oh,
a
my
lot
God.
of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot.
Oh,
They put him
all
away
right.
against-
Well, that's it for Junis.
Nice execution right there, Dan.
Well,
Kept
not,
his front
it's
shoulder
not
in,
it. I'm going to let him
kept his
finish up
hands
this
inside the
inning.
baseball and ripped
But I'm
the
just going to
base hit
sim
up.
it. Double play, gets out of it. Boom, get our 2 runs. So I'm going to take Junis out. I'm going to let him get ready for the playoffs. Got 2 lefties. I might give Tillman here a couple innings. Just take a look at him.
The Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Tyler Naquin will step in to lead it off for Cleveland. He'll be followed in the order by Jason Kipnis.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors to this point for the Indians. And a fastball just misses. It's
Live dangerously. And sim it. And give up 2 runs. Let's put in Willie Peralta.
digging in once again, Manuel Margot.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The next 0-2. taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. His career line against Willie Peralta. He's 1 for 2. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Oh, I got a piece on my summit. Alright, we're going to go with Kevin McCarthy.
Ready for another shot now. Jason Kipnis will be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. Hit hard toward the right side. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Stepping in, Jose Ramirez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley, and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
And low, it's a ball and a strike.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. That makes it a 7-3 ball game.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Edwin Encarnacion is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Ramirez stands at second with no outs. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Ready once again, Francisco Lindor. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat, lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor.
I don't know why they don't chase that in this game. Like every time. Just throw a pitch like right off the black and they just never even like offer at it at all.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So digging in now, Ronnie Chisenhall comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Last strike now for Cleveland. Popped him up.
Go team. Going to the playoffs. Going to the playoffs.
Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
And we made it the second wild card team. So I mean,
Kansas City jumped out
you know,
to an early
our whole
lead in the
fear
first and
of
never looked
not
back.
being able to get, you know, an offer back after 3 years probably isn't gonna be that legitimate. So, And of course, we got Boston as the wild card team we got to play. So Walter's probably no 2016. That was probably a pretty good year for him. Yeah. I mean, he still filled in pretty good for us, though. I mean, when Salvador Perez went down. Yeah. So where did Junis end at? 10 and 13, 392, 170 innings pitched, even. So we get to keep Blair. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go with a four-man rotation. And just kind of see where that gets us, to be honest. Profar definitely finished the year strong. Almonte kind of cooled off. Duda 1 home run shy of 30. Bonifacio had a pretty good year for us. Jake Lamb also coming over from Arizona. Jorge Soler, of course. Brian Goodwin threw 245 at-bats. So almost basically a full season underneath his belt career-wise. And he's been a pretty decent player for us and for Washington so far. And Whit Merrifield didn't do awful, but didn't do great either. But, you know, still a pretty valuable piece for us. So here we are. We're gonna be in Boston too. I think I'm gonna give the ball to Duffy just based off the year that he had, and go ahead and leave Carnes in the bullpen. But you know, our lineup is really good as it is. We're actually facing a lefty, so I should go check out the lefty. They got Walters in there, DHing. I don't know how I feel about that. We're just gonna throw Bonifacio in there to get another right-hander against Sale. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with this too. But yeah, I'm really gonna go take a leak, and then we can get in this wild card game. Alrighty. Piss break is over. So Hector Neris, we picked him up, basically swapped him with Jake McGee with the Phillies. Got him for another 3 years. Or 2 years. Wrapped up the year pretty good for us. He had over like a 5.5, I'm pretty sure, when he came over. But definitely ended the year on a strong note for us. And is our number 2 in the bullpen. You know, so that's pretty good. I really do kind of like his. I've only pitched with him like one time, but his animation, like the way he starts. If I pitch with him in this game, it's before like his actual throw. Zyke. So yeah, I mean, really to start off the year, how many guys do we have above 80? Soler wasn't. I don't think Junis was. Duffy was like at 83. Zyke wasn't. He was at 78. Merrifield was, and Perez was. We only got 3 guys in the entire organization who have A potentials. Let's go look at the Angels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's look at the Twins here. A lot more than 5. The A's. Wow. Wow. Even the Marlins have more than us. Well, we have 3. They got 4. Oh, we tied with the Brewers, the Brew Crew. I am interested in Brett Phillips though. You know, just his ratings. He's got a very good potential. Left fielder. Definitely more of a defensive-minded sort of guy though. I don't know. Possibly could be our center fielder. You know, I just don't know. But we'll see. We got to get into this game, though. Chris Sale taking on Danny Duffy. We are in Boston. So, I mean, this is definitely going to be a tough matchup for us. You know, we don't really have that many guys who are pretty, like, you know, like Jake Lamb just tears up right-handers. We don't have any guys who just tear up left-handers. You know, so it's going to be a grind. You know, obviously with Merrifield with an 81 contact. You know, Soler, he's got some pop against left-handers, but, you know, I mean, 73 from Duda, 73 from Soler, and, I mean, that's about it. We're not really looking at much here. Velika, he's got a little bit of pop against left-handers, could possibly come off the bench. But, yeah. So this is going to be a pretty tough game for us. No other way to put it. So let's just get into it then, huh? Huh. I didn't realize Salvador Perez. Alright. Let's take a look at our budget too. So we freed up 1.5 a week. We only got 24 million next year on the books. What was that 10, 16, 17, and then all these guys make up all the way to 24. Maurer, 1.6. It's not bad. I'd pay that. 2.3. I'd keep him right there for Duda. Jake Lamb and Merrifield probably going to go up quite a bit. Neris is not. He's had a very poor year. I thought Profar looked and he wanted 3.4. Carnes, he might go. I don't know. That's later on in the episode. Let's play this game here. I mean, we are gonna have to be. I'm gonna have to be beyond stingy in my approach here against Chris Sale. Cause you know it's tough. It's tough to hit against even in the video game. But we're gonna put in a dip here. They're gonna help us focus. All right. Man, I slept like 12 hours last night. I didn't go to bed late. I went to bed at like 12:30. And which is late for some people, I guess, but not really for me. I mean, weekends. That's pretty early. But anyway, when I woke up at like 1:30 in the afternoon, I was like, holy hell. Like, I don't even, it wasn't one of those things, like, sometimes I force myself to oversleep, you know what I mean? I really force myself, like, you wake up, you're like, I'm gonna go back to sleep, and then you're just groggy all day because you overslept. Like, it wasn't one of those. I didn't wake up at all until I woke up at 1:30.
Kind of tough that your season comes down to this after such a long season,
holy
but it certainly
hell.
creates a lot of excitement and drama. The pressure's on,
JD
so
Martinez,
we'll see who handles it better and finds a way to win.
Oh, that's a big boy. Put her in. All you Dragon people be real proud of me right now.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
Wow.
Chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Giro, tell us about this lineup as they try to survive the wild card game.
Time.
Well, Matt, you
Alright, we got focused here.
today, and it's not
Wild card game.
But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning.
I saw A's won World Series a couple years ago.
And know that a mistake doubles leaving the show.
Whit Merrifield stands in as he looks at a called strike. And you look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. A 2-1 count to the leadoff hitter for Kansas City.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in, get those guys to respect it, and open up that out of
There we go. Get down.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
I
He'll get it
shouldn't
into
have
second,
fucking done that.
and he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
Damn it.
Digging in, Brian Goodwin. First delivery to him on the way. Strike. This is on the ground over the first. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Hey, don't sleep on first base. I know they call third base the hot corner, but there's some bullets hit down that way, too. Good effort on the dive right there, but batter singles.
In is Jorge Soler. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's only 1 for 10. 2 balls and no strikes. Soler, opposing right-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. A high fastball is in there.
Yes,
We're seeing
I'm
quite a few pitches up from him right now.
I'm trying to make Sale throw as many pitches as possible.
Cold strike there, but
That's
he
my
might need
approach
to lower his sights a little bit.
Skied into straightaway
Get up,
right.
ball.
Bats on the run. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. Jake Lamb standing in now.
See, I like square that up right there, and it's only 88 off the bat. I don't get how that makes sense.
And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Hey, I know it's early and we're in the first right here, but he's going to have to work that heater to both sides of the plate. He cannot get away with missing over the heart of the plate all night.
Line toward right center. And Mookie will make the play, and that retires the...
Look, I'm gonna be pitching with someone else for once,
Now at the plate, Eduardo
not
Nunez.
Nunez.
He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading off
first.
for the Red Sox, designated hitter, Eduardo Nunez.
Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away.
I pitched with Duffy once or twice. I think I did a franchise with like the Rays, I think, and I picked him up. And I do like his mechanics in the game. They're like kind of just
0-1.
quick, easy, looks
And
nice.
this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
The next 0-2.
I didn't realize he had been with
Ball
KC
strike
his
3
entire
on the
career.
corner.
I thought he was with the Rays or something.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have the calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now the 0-1. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Hit back toward the mound. Profar ranges to his left. Throw, got him, and that's a
I didn't think he
gorgeous
was going to make
play.
that play. I angled it very poorly.
Next up for the Red Sox, J.D. Martinez. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle. He'll whip this one first in time, and that ends. And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Two balls and no strikes for Jorge Bonifacio.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Comes back with a fastball low, and that moves it to 3-1 now.
Now this is a leadoff at bat. Great patience, and he's just waiting for that pitch. That's too good to pass up.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
All right.
Now the payoff pitch home. High and deep to center
Might have
field.
missed it.
Benintendi racing
Yep.
back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So next to the plate for the Royals, Lucas Duda will get to take his first cuts here. And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman. Is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Digging in the switch hitter, Abraham Almonte. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Takes a knee-high fastball. Windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Justin Bour, set to lead off the home half of the second. First pitch on its way. Hit down the line at first. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. another 0-2. In the air out to straightaway left. Goodwin is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first down. Here's Mookie Betts. Career numbers against Danny Duffy. He's gone 2 for 6. He also has 1 home run. Hit in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Goodwin. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Striding in for Boston, Rafael Devers. Trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Now the pitch. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. As we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit out towards second. Offline throw, but boy, look at him stretch out and keep the foot on the bag. Great concentration.
I definitely thought that was getting through. I guess not.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Jurickson Profar, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And that misses for ball 1. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. Profar is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leveraged. Without question, 1-0, 2-0. You'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Whit Merrifield next to hit. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
Sent on the ground out to second. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out.
Leading off for the Red Sox, second baseman,
First pitch on its way. Line to the right side. And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Pedroia gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Oh, and 2 the count to Benintendi. The 0-2 home. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. At the plate, Christian Vasquez. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Duffy sets. First pitch on the way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Runners on first with 1 down. Goodness. 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Well, we've seen a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on in this game. So I think the game plan on that pitch right there was to try to bounce one and try to get them to chase again.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eduardo Nunez. First time up, he went down looking. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
2 balls and no strikes to the Kansas City left fielder. Outside, 3-0 now.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
3-1 the count now. 3-1. Him up. And there's the first out. In is Jorge Soler. First delivery to him on the way. Changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Oh, and that is right down the middle for strike 2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Loved by Bogarts. Throw gets him, 2 down. Jake Lamb standing in now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. The relay, and the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
And Pedroia will make the catch, and the inning is over. Digging in for his second at-bat, Xander Bogaerts set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Now the pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
Throw on to first, and one shortstop rounds out to the other, 1 away. Here's J.D. Martinez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he gets ahead 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home court. Digging in to try it again. Justin Bour comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a liner. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Running hard. He's digging for second. Now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Wow, he almost threw that fastball by him, but he showed some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
A ball and no strikes. Betts. He's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
1-1. Fastball that misses.
2 balls, 1 strike. Count.
Ward stands at second with 2 gone. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And
Hitting out for the Royals.
ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Hit down the third baseline. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. Around first, he's digging for second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Riding in once again, Abraham Almonte. And he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning hero. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking
And
at
push one
first and
across
third.
here
Yeah,
against
sometimes
Sale.
you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Gone!
3-run home run. There we go. Got a babe.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't
That might have
afford
been on
to give
his
up
own.
a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
Here's Jurickson Profar. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Vasquez corrals it, and the throw is there to record the first down. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Whit Merrifield. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
Now for 4 innings, he was great. But here in the 5th, he looks like a completely different guy out there. That happens a lot when a pitcher is facing batters for the 2nd or 3rd time in a game.
3 runs already home here. Pitch is popped up. Ward shading to his right. 2 gone. Ready for another shot now. Brian Goodwin. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Now first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And Bogarts will make the catch for the final out of the inning. Rafael Devers the next to bat. They'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. There's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Devers on first, nobody out. And Pedroia behind 0-2 now.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Ready for another chance? Andrew Benintendi. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. That changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over.
There we go.
Ready.
I might spin here.
Coming to the plate now, Christian Vasquez. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. Popped up. Duda has a play. He's got it 1 away. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Eduardo Nunez. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Chop this one right side. Duda's up with it. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first.
Your attention, please. Now taking for the
And Chris Sale is out of the game.
number 32.
Here's J.D. Martinez.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First offering on its way. Fouled away. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Controller died.
And right into the shift to his right profile. And there's 1 away. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Justin Bour. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Hot shot down the line. And a foul ball here, 0-1. Duffy sets. Here's the 0-1. And right into the shift. This will get foul for strike 2. Ready on 0-2. Check the swing there. And Larry Bullard says he held up just enough. Ball 1. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Here's Mookie Betts. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Here's the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And he fouls this one off. Another 0-2 coming. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And 0-2 once more. Still no balls and 2 strikes. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. High fly ball after straightaway center. Almonte is under it, and he makes the catch for out.
7 strong.
Now pitching
For
for
Danny Duffy.
Number 4. Now pitching for the Red Sox. Number 29.
And that's
not
it.
only are
We
these
advance
games where
out of the
in this
wild
day and
card
age of Major League Baseball,
into
but
the
a complete
divisional
shutout,
round.
This guy was in total command from the first inning through the 9th.
All right, so
Totally
that's it for this
dominant in
episode. I
this
think I'm gonna come back and have like a playoff slash off-season episode. But yeah, I mean, definitely the Royals just getting a whole lot farther than I thought they ever would, to be honest with you. So, yep, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the other side in the next episode. Taking on Houston. First 2 games at Houston facing Cole and Keuchel. Then coming back home to face McCullers and probably Cole again. Duffy probably won't be able to go. He's not going to go until the 9th. Until the 4th game of the series. I'm actually just going to go ahead and sim it. So we take the first 2 at Houston, and we sweep Houston to advance into the championship series against Minnesota. And we get eliminated by Minnesota. We win the first 2 at Minnesota, and then basically just lose the rest of the way across the board. Let's just go ahead and sim the postseason. Diamondbacks take the World Series. So yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining about anything here. That was honestly extremely, I don't even know what to call it, surprising to me. Just the fact that we could make it as far as we did. We lose a couple coaches. We're just going to take care of all the off-season stuff and then just leave it off there. So really our only, free agent to be is Duda. Tillman has got a player option, so we'll see if he takes that. We're going to go ahead and keep Ned Yost and just get rid of everyone else. Bring in a whole new staff, hitting coach, pitching coach, and first base and third base coaches. But yeah, I mean, I am extremely, I don't know if to call it impressed or just surprised by the fact of how far we actually made it. I'm not complaining at all. I don't know if there was how much of that was luck and how much of it was not luck. I think a good amount of it probably was luck, but hey, can't complain. So our third base coach is probably just going to be some generic guy that they got on here. Offer Leslie Godo as well as Mike Ward. And then finally for our farm director, Anthony Iapoce, and go ahead and offer him a contract and see what happens. I'm basically going to offer Tillman the same deal that I offered him in free agency. Looks like we're probably going to lose Capra to the Yankees. Everyone else looks like they still pretty interested in coaching for the Royals. Might just bump up Snickers. I guess not. Need a pitching coach. $21-6 for 4 years for Honeycutt. Looks like we picked up some guys. Still looking for a pitching coach and third base coach. We got those guys offered. There's our budget. We're working with $287 a week. Well, that's probably going to change just based on the guys that we sign and arbitration and whatnot. So let's just take care of this. Probably going to get a little quiet, but I got some work to do. So we're going to take care of that. I really don't think I'll be letting anyone walk, to be honest. I'm going to give Jesse Hahn another year just to see how he does. But other than that, I mean, everyone else, you know, when guys start hitting arbitration and get a little bit more expensive, I'll have to make some decisions. But usually in the renewable phase, they still say, you know, relatively cheap. So I'm not too worried about that. Obviously, we have the top tier coaching staff, expectation taken care of. You know, so that will draw some interest through possible free agents and just guys that we have to re-sign. But to be honest with you, I really don't think we're going to be making that big of a splash into free agency. I mean, maybe some guys who are on the cheaper side, you know, some of the undervalued guys who, you know, aren't going for the large dollar amounts. But no one, you know, at those first couple guys you see who are wanting, you know, 15 million plus a year, unless it's just an absolute steal that I can't pass up on. might keep Lede here for another year or so. Just give him a little bit more time to see if he can crack the big league club. Alright, that's it for now. I'm going to take care of all this stuff in a little bit and let you guys go to have just a full um, off-season episode. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and that's it.